Welcome to my channel Flight Assistance A350 vs 777 Showdown. 737 MAX news and IndiGo's widebody shakeup. Big moves in aviation? Discover the latest on Airbus A350 mega orders, surprising developments with the Boeing 737 MAX, and IndiGo's game-changing 777 expansion. From fleet strategies to long-haul ambitions, this video breaks down what's shaping the skies in 2025. IndiGo's Airbus A350 order expansion. IndiGo, India's largest airline, has significantly expanded its wide-body fleet by ordering Airbus A350-900 aircraft. In April 2024, IndiGo placed a firm order for 30 A350-900s, with purchase rights for an additional 70, marking its entry into long-haul international markets with deliveries starting in 2027. On June 1, 2025, IndiGo exercised purchase rights for another 30 A350-900s, bringing the total firm order to 60 aircraft. This move reflects IndiGo's ambition to compete globally, leveraging the A350's fuel efficiency and range for long-haul routes. Boeing 737 MAX production and certification efforts. Boeing is pushing to certify its 737 MAX variants, particularly the MAX 10, by the end of 2025, as stated by CEO Kelly Ortberg. The company is establishing a new production line for the MAX 10 in Everett, Washington, to scale up output while freeing capacity at its Renton facility for MAX 8 and MAX 9 production. However, the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, has not yet lifted a production cap of 38 MAX planes per month, imposed after a January 2024 air emergency involving an Alaska Airlines 737 MAX 9 missing 4 key bolts. Boeing 737 MAX legal settlement. Boeing reached a $1.1 billion agreement with the U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ, to avoid prosecution over 2 fatal 737 MAX crashes in 2018 and 2019, which killed 346 people. The deal, finalized in May 2025, includes $445 million for victims' families and allows Boeing to withdraw an earlier guilty plea, averting a criminal fraud trial scheduled for June 23, 2025. Families of the victims have criticized the agreement, calling it morally repugnant, and some plan to object, arguing it shields Boeing from full accountability. Qatar Airways cancels 737 MAX 10 order. In May 2025, Qatar Airways cancelled an order for up to 50 Boeing 737 MAX 10 aircraft, 25 firm, 25 options, placed in 2022, amid a dispute with Airbus over A350 fuselage degradation. After resolving the dispute, Qatar Airways shifted focus to Airbus A321 neo narrowbodies for fleet efficiency, and also operates Boeing 737 MAX 8s as temporary capacity solutions. The airline's decision reflects a strategic pivot to streamline its narrow-body fleet while maintaining Boeing 787 and 777X orders for wide-body operations. Boeing 777X progress and delays. Boeing is advancing certification for the 777-9, the largest variant of its 777X family, with deliveries now expected in 2026, 6 years behind schedule. Emirates, with 205 777X orders, and Qatar Airways, with 94, are key customers. The 777X, powered exclusively by GE Aerospace's GE9X engines, faces competition from Airbus's A350, which has experienced maintenance issues in hot climates like the Gulf. Boeing's order book shows 419 777-9 orders, underscoring its market demand despite delays. Qatar Airways' massive Boeing order in May 2025. Qatar Airways placed a historic order for up to 210 Boeing widebody aircraft, including 787 Dreamliners and 777X models, valued at $96 billion. Announced during a visit by U.S. President Donald Trump, the deal bolsters Boeing's position against Airbus's A350. Qatar opted for GE Aerospace engines, Gen X for 787s, GE9X for 777X, citing reliability advantages over Rolls-Royce's Trent engines, used on some A350s. This order strengthens Qatar's long-haul fleet for premium global routes. IndiGo's Boeing 777 operations. IndiGo has been operating Boeing 777-300ER aircraft on lease from Turkish Airlines to serve high-demand routes like Istanbul, Delhi, supporting its international expansion. However, no recent updates confirm new 777 orders or permanent integration into IndiGo's fleet. The airline's focus remains on its A350 orders for long-haul growth, with the lease 777 serving as a stopgap. Posts on X and web sources do not indicate IndiGo pursuing additional 777 commitments as of June 2025. Boeing 737 MAX safety scrutiny. The National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, scheduled a June 24, 2025, hearing to determine the cause of the January 2024 Alaska Airlines 737 MAX 9 mid-air blowout, where a fuselage plug component failed. This incident, coupled with earlier 737 MAX crashes, has intensified scrutiny on Boeing's quality control. Despite these challenges, airline leaders at a 2025 summit expressed cautious optimism about Boeing's recovery, noting improved jet quality but emphasizing ongoing efforts needed to rebuild trust. Airbus A350's competitive edge. The A350-900 and A350-1000, with their carbon composite construction and fuel-efficient engines, have gained traction, as seen in IndiGo's orders. However, maintenance issues with Rolls-Royce Trent engines in hot climates have given Boeing's 777X, with GE engines, a competitive edge in regions like the Gulf. The A350-1000 is smaller than the 777-9 but comparable to the 777-300ER, positioning it as a direct rival in the widebody market. Market dynamics and strategic shifts. The aviation market is witnessing intense competition between Airbus and Boeing. IndiGo's A350 orders signal a shift toward long-haul ambitions, while Qatar Airways' mixed strategy, cancelling 737 MAX orders but committing to Boeing widebodies, reflects fleet optimization priorities. Boeing's efforts to ramp up 737 MAX production and certify the 777X face regulatory hurdles, while Airbus capitalizes on A350 demand. Both manufacturers are navigating supply chain challenges and geopolitical factors, such as Boeing's resumed deliveries to China in June 2025. Hope you liked this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.